G'day and welcome to the RetroTinker. Today we're going to be doing something a little different. I've recently been doing a little shuffling and rearranging in my toy room, and I've become very aware of just how full and messy the room has gotten. In an attempt to free up a little space, I've decided to open up some figures that I've left on card. I never really intended to leave them on card, it's just taken me this long to get around to it. I figured I may as well do a bit of a review as I'm going, because, hey, why not? Everything's content, right? I don't know. Anyway, now I've got a whole bunch of Mutant Mayhem Ninja Turtles, Star Wars Retro Collection, and Motu Origins as well. But to start off, we have these 4 Super 7 Reaction Plus G.I. Joes. We've got Wild Bill, Snake Eyes, Cold Slither Zartan, and Arctic Cobra Commander. Now, at a glance, the card art looks fantastic, however there are a few issues. You can see on Zartan here, the outline of the J is actually cutting through Zartan's hand. And you can see the same things happened here on Cobra Commander's card as well, so it's not really a big deal to me, but it is what it is. I can see how that could really bug some people. Now this here is something perhaps a little more controversial. You'll notice Wild Bill here has 6 fingers.
Ooh.
This has led some people to suggest that they used AI to generate this art. I don't know if it was ever confirmed or even denied. I'm not really looking to get into that discussion, frankly. It could be AI, it could just be a mistake, or perhaps they could be trying to say something about Wild Bill's parentage, who knows. The back of the card features each character's file card, just like the vintage figures had. Plus we've got the artwork of all the other Reaction Plus figures in the line. To be frank, I kind of slept on this line, so I've probably missed the boat on the other figures. Still, it's nice to be able to see what else is available. You don't always seem to get that these days. Alright, enough card talk, let's open up some toys. Alright, we'll start with Wild Bill. All right, I think he looks great. This is very weird to me. I've never had like a brand new G.I. Joe in hand. Everything I've had is just you know, the old beat up stuff. So this is very novel for me. The gun fits nice and snug in his hand. It's not at any risk of just falling out like so many of them do. He looks so much like his cartoon counterpart. He's got this accessory here. I'm not sure exactly what that is. It kind of looks like a calculator, but I'm sure it's something more important than that. All his joints are nice and stiff. He's got all the G.I. Joe articulation. Yeah, he is a great figure. He's well painted, well sculpted. I dig it. And I can confirm that his hand only has 5 fingers. We'll just give his file card a little read here in O-Ring a Bell style. It's time for everyone's favorite educational program, O-Ring a Bell! If you don't know what O-Ring a Bell is, it's a show that my buddy Zazel and I do together, where we look at O-Ring figures such as G.I. Joe. So, if you're interested in that kind of thing,
check it out one time, won't you?
Let's read this thing. Wild Bill, helicopter pilot. File name, Hardy William S. Primary military specialty, helicopter pilot. Secondary military specialty, fixed wing pilot, aircraft armorer. Birthplace, Brady, Texas. Wild Bill served as a combat infantryman and participated in long-range reconnaissance patrol operations during Southeast Asian missions. Re-enlisted for Flight Warrant Officer School and has since remained in service. Amiable and slow-talking, fancies himself a country western singer. Totally honest in personal dealings, but never beyond spinning a tall tale for the amusement of his comrades. That's a pretty apt description. If you've seen him in the cartoons, yeah, that does sound a lot like Wild Bill. Yeah, I'm really happy with this figure. Alright, now we've got Snake Eyes. Now this is an excellent version of Snake Eyes. He looks just like he does in the cartoons. Again, all his joints are good. All of his articulation is good. He's got his sword here. He's just one cool commando. We'll give his file card a read. Snake Eyes, Commando. File name, classified. Primary military specialty, infantry. Secondary military specialty, hand-to-hand. Combat instructor. Birthplace, classified. Snake Eyes is proficient in 12 different unarmed fighting systems. Karate, Kung Fu, Jiu-Jitsu, and is highly skilled in the use of edged weapons. Has received extensive training in mountaineering, undercover demolitions, jungle, desert, and Arctic survival, and some forms of holistic medicine. Qualified expert. All NATO and Warsaw Pact small arms. The man is a total mystery, but he's real good at his job. Heck, he's the best. Yeah, that about sums him up. He is definitely a fan favorite character, that's for sure. Yeah, I find no fault in this figure whatsoever. I think he's great. Now this is the Cold Slither Zartan, where Cobra's evil plan to take over the world revolves around Zartan and the other Dreadnoks forming a band that has a song that basically controls the minds of people. But just look how good he looks with his hair metal glam rock look. It's an amazing figure. Alright, let's open him up. Look how cool it is. I love it. He's got his guitar, he's got a microphone. Yeah, this is fantastic, and I really do hope that they do the rest of the Cold Slither figures. It'll be cool to get the whole band together. Yeah, I love it. Now, he's supposed to have a color change feature with the UV light, so I do have a little black light here. Let's see if we can make him change color. Oh, yep. You can see he goes this purpley blue color with the UV light. That's so awesome. So obviously you put him out in the sun and he changes color. It's so cool. Yeah, that's so awesome. I really dig this figure. Alright, Zartan, Master of Disguise. File name, unknown. Alias, too numerous to list. Birthplace, unknown. Zartan can alter his skin color at will to blend in with his environment. He is a master of makeup and disguise, a ventriloquist, a linguist, over 20 languages and dialects, an acrobat contortionist, and a practitioner of several mystic martial arts. Cold Slither was an attempt to tap the music-hungry youth of America as a revenue source for Cobra. Very little is known of his origins. I suppose that should be known of his origins. So a little typo there. Very little is known of his origins, but most security agencies agree that he must have had a European military academy training. Possibly Saint Sir, I don't know. Psychological profile grows into various multiple personalities to such an extent that the original personality becomes buried and forgotten. he's certainly an interesting character. Yep, as I said, I love this figure, and I do hope that we get the rest of the band. That'd be awesome. And last but certainly not least, we have Cobra Commander, the evil leader of Cobra, wearing his very fashionable tactical snow gear. Whenever they end up in a cold place in the cartoon, you always see Cobra Commander in this getup. So I'm sure there's plenty of people who are quite happy to have this edition in their collections. All right, let's open him up. All right, he is another great looking figure. You see he's got this nice hood at the back. The jacket comes down his thighs. Obviously it has to be split so that he can have his articulation. Me personally, I'd much rather see that than have something constricting like rubber that gets used on modern figures. While it looks good, I find a lot of time it just gets in the way of the articulation anyway. So this is a perfectly good, perfectly playable figure. All of these figures have been really good quality-wise. Again, he's got his pistol here. Yeah, it's nice and snug in his hand. It's not falling out or anything like that. Yeah, he looks great. I'm really happy with these figures. Okay, one final file card. Cobra Commander, enemy leader. File name, classified. Primary military specialty, intelligence. Secondary military specialty, ordnance. Experimental weaponry. Birthplace, classified. Absolute power, total control of the world, its people, wealth, and resources. That's the objective of Cobra Commander. This fanatical leader rules with an iron fist. He demands total loyalty and allegiance. His main battle plan for world control relies on revolution and chaos. He personally led uprisings in the Middle East, Southeast Asia, and other trouble spots. Responsible for kidnapping scientists, businessmen, and military leaders, then forcing them to reveal their top-level secrets. Cobra Commander is hatred and evil personified. Corrupt. A man without scruples. Probably the most dangerous man alive. I love the word scruples. So yeah, Cobra Commander. He's one bad mamma jamma. And there we have it. That's my review. I am so happy with these figures. Super 7 have done an amazing job. I really hope they keep going with this Reaction Plus line. I know a lot of people who are really enjoying it. I hope you've enjoyed this little review. If you did, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about these figures, and if you'd like to see more of these reviews. Like I said earlier, I've got Mutant Mayhem Ninja Turtles, Motu Origins, and Star Wars Retro Collection figures to open up. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Yo Joe and Cobra!